Thank you very much indeed, Jasper. Yes, we're over here by the Sky Zero stand. This is in sort of Sky HQ here in West London. And I think this is a first on deadline day that we have a current Premier League player live as one of our guests in the studio. Ben, thank you so much for coming in. First of all, what do you make of all this? Because I bet it's a bit different on your side of the fence, but now you're seeing it from the other side.
Yeah, it's very different. I've been watching this morning. There's a great buzz around here. It's nice to be involved and nice to be down here.
Okay, so give us a sense of what it's like at a training ground for a club on deadline day. Are you chatting amongst yourselves feverishly? Is the phone pinging a little bit more?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation of the club. Are they going to be interested in bringing new players in? How many new players? Who's coming in? Who's going out? Maybe a couple are going to be leaving. So yeah, there can be certainly a real buzz around it. I don't think there's much happening at my club at the minute today, but I think there's plenty going on in and around the Premier League.
Well, I hope if there is that Thomas Franks pings you right now and you can give us an update. But in terms of actually players leaving as well, so you've had a departure, Sergi Canos. What was that like in the dressing room? What happened?
Yeah, Sergi, been at the club a long time. I think progressed from lower leagues and been at the club a while. So yeah, we had a little send off for him yesterday. The gaffer made a little speech, and then he made a speech as well. It was nice, and it was a really close group at our place. So it was nice that he got a really good send off from us, and we wish him all the best when he completes his move soon, hopefully.
And Kevin Schade has come in from the Bundesliga as well. Hasn't done his initiation yet, but I hear that someone else managed to get away with not doing theirs. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah, I think my age got me out of it. I think the lads let me off with it, but no, I'm more than willing to get up and sing a song. But I'm sure he'll do it soon. So.
Brentford dressing room, you have it on good authority. Ben's saying he can do his song now, if you want. Tell us about, the big deals that could be going through today. What your take is? I mean, it might be quiet at your club, but down the road, they are doing bits, as they say. I mean, like Enzo Fernandez for over £100 million would smash the British transfer record. What's that like, just to see that kind of fee for that kind of player?
Yeah, massive fee. It's another exciting player coming to the Premier League, which is great. It's great for our league, for our country. World Cup winner, coming here, and it's a very attractive league to play in. I'm sure he's looking forward to doing that if it gets finished and finalised. But massive amount of money for a player, and obviously one out the door as well, going across the city to potentially another club. So a lot going on around there, and we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, what about that one as well? I mean, Jorginho, only 6 months left on his contract at Stamford Bridge. It's not the first time actually that Chelsea and Arsenal have sort of done business. It seems like now actually Premier League clubs do sometimes do business together. But what are Arsenal getting here? How do you rate him as a player? Yeah,
a really experienced player. Been through a lot, done a lot in the game. Can take a good penalty as well, so that always helps. But no, he'll go in there with a lot of experience, I'm sure, if they do end up doing the deal. And really good player.
Yeah, it sounds like it could be potentially the final piece of the jigsaw for Arsenal. They were looking for that midfield support, and Chelsea getting in a player of Enzo Fernandez. I actually remember when we were at Silverstone chatting about the World Cup, because it was sort of on at that time, and saying, I fancy Argentina. I was like, I quite like Brazil, and got the better of me on that one. What about João Cancelo leaving Manchester City? Did it surprise you as much as it's kind of caught us by surprise?
Yeah, I think anyone looking from the outside in, I think it is a surprise. I think it has to be a surprise. He's doing so well for the club for the past couple of seasons, and his quality on the ball is shown, and certainly something has come out of the blue for a lot of people, I think. But he's not played in the last few games, so there's probably been something there maybe that's not quite right. But yeah, another move that's happened.
Obviously, there's a guy who is in a unique situation right now in that he's just got into a job. It's the Everton boss, Sean Dyche, someone who you know very, very well. So how good a fit is this for the man and the club, Sean Dyche, now at Goodison Park?
I think it's a really good fit. I think he'll get the team really going, really pumping, and he's been with Burnley, grinding out results as well, in a similar situation that Everton are in now, and they're going to have a really good second half of the season. And Sean Dyche has got that experience of doing that and grinding out results and getting the best out of his team, which is certainly something that they're going to have to do.
I mean, you know him so well because, your time at Burnley pretty much coincided with his time at Burnley. He made you captain as well. So, give us like maybe one underrated, not particularly known about quality that he has, that he can bring to this Everton squad who really need a lift.
I think he'll give the group a real strong mentality. Getting the best out of his players is something that, he's really good at doing. So that's first and foremost. I think he'll I've seen already he's been running them the past day or so. I've been in contact with a couple of their players, so he's making.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
No, it's great to have someone in like that. I think really enthusiastic. He's been out of a job a little bit of time, so great to. He's good to work with. Really good group of staff as well around him. So they'll get them going and. They'll get them fit as well, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously Tarkowski's there, Dwight McNeil is there, ex-Burnley like yourself. There's a reason why we're here, by the way. Sky Zero, sustainability, very much my wheelhouse, and becoming yours as well, Ben, which we really love. So you made your transfer from Burnley to Brentford carbon neutral, but we've had a development on this story because a Watford player, William Troost-Ekong, loaned to Salernitana and is now taking that on, and he's making that the first for an international transfer. So you set the trend. How satisfying is it to see others following suit?
Yeah, it's the reason why I did it, really, just to sort of get the conversation going, get the word out there a little bit more. I'm not perfect in any sort of way around this subject. I don't know enough, but the fact that we've done it and it's got a little bit of traction and somebody else has been inspired to do something similar. It's great. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and we've got Green Football Weekend coming up 3rd to the 5th of Feb, so it's this weekend, Friday to Sunday. Sky Zero are supporting the campaign as well. And I know that players themselves are getting involved. It's not just for the fans to do it. That's obviously the main point, but also Funso Ojo at Port Vale is the main reason why Port Vale are top 10 in the entire campaign right now. That's good to see, isn't it? Players taking action, but also becoming perhaps braver and more comfortable talking about this topic?
Yeah, it's a topic that's coming up more and more now. I know a lot of young children are getting involved in it, which is brilliant. It's something that we can all get involved in and talk about a little bit more and like I say, inspire the young generation would be fantastic.
Yeah, Green Football Weekend is basically a competition up and down the country. Fans sign up for their clubs on greenfootballweekend.com and they score goals by taking on planet-protecting, climate-friendly activities, and they propel themselves up the league table and someone will win it and wins the Green Football Cup. So give us one activity, Ben, that you think anyone can do that just helps the planet.
Turn your thermostat down a little bit, saving energy, saving a bit of money as well at the same time. So just turn that down. I'll give you another one. Eating a meat-free meal. Just something similar. Doing that myself a little bit more now. A lot more, in fact. Just cutting down a little bit and having a little bit more meat-free meals is it's great.
Yeah. And just tell us, so we've got, I don't know how long we've got left now. What is it? Coming past 3:15. So we've got about sort of 8 and a bit hours or 7 and a bit hours to go. What will you be doing for the rest of the day? Will there be much of a kind of chatter around Brentford, or do you expect it's kind of all calm on the Western Front where you are?
I think it's calm. I think one of your guys are training on, but I don't think he's been up so much today. But I'm going back home now, so I'll probably see what's going on in the footballing world on here like everyone else. So.